I'ma go around the town, up in my way, up in my shit. Niggas be making a sound. Niggas don't wish where I'm from. Grind till we making it out. Hey. Grind till we making it out. Hey. Look. Go around the town, up in my way, up in my shit. Niggas be making a sound. Niggas don't wish where I'm from. Grind till we making it out.
We good? Already?
Yeah. Thank you.
What's up, everybody? This is Hoser.
It's your boy
Juice
Juma.
Podcast.
Juma.
Frankie.
And today we got Savv. What's good, Savv?
Yo, what up? Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming down, bro.
Yeah,
How long was that drive, bro?
Oh, man, that shit was brutal, bro. That shit was like a 6-hour drive, but on the real, I felt like it was only 2.5 hours. I just went the wrong way and shit.
Just tacked on a couple extra, you know?
Oh, man, we got a brand new truck. You know, the GPS is still trying to get used to the truck and shit.
Nah,
Like,
I feel you. Real quick, where are you coming from, bro?
Man, we coming from Lompoc, California.
Okay.
You know, originally, I'm from Santa Barbara, California. From the
Okay.
805.
That's like near the coast?
Yes, sir.
For sure. Yeah, I've never even really been up that far that way, bro. Like, I'm only been on the beaches down here. The first thing I want to ask you, bro, is just about like the music scene in and around that area, bro. Or just how you even got to music like around there. I wouldn't even know it's like active and stuff.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's really not active. You know, I like to stress the fact on when I do these interviews is like the 805. There's a lot of talent, bro. There's a lot of talent. I know a lot of talented artists. But unlike LA, like people are afraid to get outshined, man. They're afraid to share their plugs, their hookups, whatever. You know what I mean? Because they're afraid to get outshined. You know, and so it's like in LA, it's like you got. Shout out my boy Yellow Hill. You know, he works with RJ. RJ's a blood, Yellow's a crip. It's like, it's all about the bag, bro. It's all about the passion of the music. Out there, it's not like that. You know, it's like, you might be better than me type shit. You know what I mean? And so, I'm trying to blaze the scene up, man. I'm just trying to, rep my city and just get it going. You know what I mean? Like, for me, it's not about, color, neighborhood, none of that, bro. It's not even about talent with me. It's like, if you got the passion and this is what you love to do, like, I'll fuck with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
That's right, bro.
That is dope, bro. Yeah, speaking of going hard, you have your own record label, right? Owl?
I do, man. Owl Entertainment, OWL stands for, obviously, we're Lyrical Entertainment. I started, it's like an acronym, and it works both ways. I got the owl on my neck. I'm Apache. I'm Native American, so, the owl really represents, what I'm about truly. A lot of people are like, oh, the owl stands for wisdom. And I'm like, yeah, I made a lot of dumb decisions. So I don't really like to look at it as like I'm wise type shit. Like I look at it more as like, I'm out in the night. I'm working, bro. When everybody's sleeping, I'm working. It's like the owls come out at night. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all may do your little work in the daytime, but at night when you're sleeping, like, I'm out, bro.
Observing. That's like another thing that stands out with like owls. They're like observing. They're just like alert,
Right.
In the midst of, because like you would think there's just like in the midst of darkness or, I don't know, bro. It's kind of weird that I just love doing analogies, but I can imagine in the music game, you're just in the midst of where, like owl just in the dark, but just like trying to be alert, trying to be, in the midst of people still trying to get at the same thing, just trying to survive in this thing type of thing, just as an underground artist. I think that's like, it kind of fits.
Yes,
like
sir.
realistically, that's kind of hard. Who else is in the label with you, buddy?
Okay, so, TZ, he's still part of Owl Entertainment. He moved off to Oregon. Nessie G, she's actually my kid's mom, bro. We
apologies. Yeah, I know.
We have kids together and stuff like that.
Just hold it. Put the arm on the table.
We got kids together. She's actually working on some new music right now. We got some other music coming out. Even though we're not together as a couple, we still collaborate. She's still, a prime factor on the label.
Damn, real quick with that, what you guys were making music together, like it wasn't. I would say balancing both sides. Like
so
making music. I'm sorry to interrupt the other question, but that was just really interesting to me.
Yeah, right. So when we first met, she wrote poetry. She wrote a lot of poetry. She's been through a lot of dark times in her life and stuff like that. And so then when she met me, I was doing a video shoot, for an album cover and some videos I had coming out. And I was like, just like any artist, like, hey, yo, I'm on Facebook. I need some girls for this video, And and she tapped in. A lot of other ones tapped in, and they fell out. And I was like, all right, cool, let's run this. So then, we became cool. We started hanging out, and then, you know, I was working on my album, my first album, The Statement, and I had a distribution deal with Sony at the time. And I was like, hey, look, you know what I mean? Like, you trying to get up in the studio? Like, you always in the studio with me. She was a big supporter of my music since day one, always believed in me. And I was like, you got to write your own stuff, though. I ain't going to ghostwrite for you.
Damn.
And,
set the standard from early.
yeah, man. So the song Back Before, that was the first song she ever got on. And then from there, she just took off, man. And I just, you know, I blessed her career. I supported her. She writes all her own stuff. I collaborated with her on her 5150 album. And, you know, even today, you know, we still try to find that balance. You know what I mean? Like I said, even though we're not together, she still supports my career of me being on the road. And, you know, just kind of just knowing that I'm trying to do this thing for the kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, at times it's hard because it's like for an artist, you know, to be in this game and to have like a woman in the game too. It's like, it's hard to do, man. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know, not everybody can come together like Nip and Lauren London and just be like, yeah, you famous, I'm famous, we famous together. It's like, you know, there's that jealousy tip, you know, and I think by bringing her into the game, it was kind of a blessing and a curse, you know, kind of broke us up or whatever. But I mean, it's all good, man. It's all love. She supports me. I support her, even though she's not out on the road with me right now during this tour and the things that I'm doing, you know, I still support her music. You know, we got some shit coming out together. And yeah, I mean,
that's fire, bro.
Yeah, that's dope, dude.
Yeah, to me, ultimately, you're just like putting music over above like any type of like past differences or anything. Like where does your passion for music even stem from, Brody?
Man, so like growing up, man, I grew up around around different kinds of music. You know, like I never knew my real dad, but my stepdad, he was a biker. You know, so I grew up around like, you know, the classical rock and the, you know, the Ozzy Osbournes and the shit like that. You know, and then my mom, she rode horses and stuff, so she was like big on like country and stuff like that, which I'm still not big on that. I'm sorry, Mom, but like I can't stand that shit. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like I'll listen to it. I've never tried. Hey, bro, I'll put up with that shit, but on the real, it's like, you know what I mean? 1 or 2 songs we changing it. You know what I'm saying? But I've always had a passion for music, man, and it's funny because I got this tattoo on my face of this music note, and my mom was like, "Oh, what are you doing? You're never gonna get a job." And I'm like, "This is my job. Either I'm going to do music or I'm going to be homeless." And she's like, "Well, if you're homeless, you ain't sleeping on my couch, so you better get it." And so I hit the streets, bro, and I just been doing music, you know? And it's just like, that's my passion. And I try to help out other artists because, you know, I know that like not a lot of artists have helped me out, bro. A lot of people slept on me, whether it was they didn't believe in me or they thought that I was better than them. They slept on me and they wouldn't give me no chances. You know, so now it's like I try to get back. You know what I mean? I try to get back. Like when I believe in somebody, and it's like, it's not even about talent. It's not even about what they got to offer or anything like that. It's like when I look at somebody and I see that their heart and their passion is in this music, like I'll bring them on, bro. I'll work with them. You know what I'm saying? And like as Al Entertainment, it's like I have an established label. I've done some monumental stuff, some big stuff that not a lot of people have done, you know. But I don't got the bag to be like, "Hey, yo, I'll sign you to this much." You know what I'm saying? But I do have resources. You know what I mean? And I'll use my platform to help out other artists because I feel like that's important, man. You know what I mean? For somebody who has passion, because this music thing is crazy. I was telling the homie Chubbs right here on the way over here that I got songs right now that are popping from 2 years ago. So sometimes it's like some people get that break where it's like, you can make that hit record and it'll pop and you'll get signed. And some people, it's like, man, it'll take years later. And then all of a sudden shit will start popping. And my shit that's popping right now is old shit. I haven't even dropped the new stuff yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to let this old stuff circulate and then I'm going to bounce it off of that. So.
Damn, that's sick, bro.
So how was it seeing that your work was put on a Netflix show, was it? Or a movie?
Yeah, man, that was crazy. You know, that's a whole nother story. So basically, not only do I have Al Entertainment, but I got Al Entertainment Publishing. Damn. So I found out early that in order to get in magazines, video games, TV shows, and movies, you got to have publishing. So these publishers, they try to get you because it's like, okay, cool. Well, check it out. We can pitch your shit to these shows, but you got to have publishing. So we're going to use our publishing. So we're going to take this much from the publishing, this much for our cut, and we'll give you 15%. So me, I did my homework and I said, well, what if I buy my own publishing? You know what I mean? Now I get to take 50% as my cut as an artist, 30% is my cut for publishing, and I'll give your ass 10 for putting it in the show. And I got smart. You know what I mean? So I went in a roundabout way, bro. And so, and I did it. So I have Bulletproof Bear, which is they're called a licensing agency. So basically what happens is I work with them. But by me having my own label, me being an artist who writes my own stuff and having my own publishing, I get 80% off the top. You know what I mean? So if you're down to put my shit in the show and take the rest and let's run it. You know what I mean? So it's just all about just doing my homework, bro. And just knowing that, like I've had meetings with Sean Baer from Atlantic Records and, he asked me how much I was worth. I told him $3 million. And he kind of looked at me kind of sideways. And then he said, I'll see you next year. And I met with him again. He asked me the same question. I gave him the same answer. He looked at me again. He said, I'll meet you again next year. And I said, no, I'm good. You know what I mean? Because I realized that it's more worthwhile and more beneficial to be an independent artist. We don't need these labels because, for other artists that don't know the game, like I know the game, it's a front, bro. You know what I mean? They're letting you borrow that money. That ain't your money. We're going to give you 10 racks, but you're not going to get another dime until you go on tour and we make that back. See, but with me, having my own publishing, having my own label, I got my own beat maker, I got my own studio, everything all around, that's 100% kickback. And then I got the opportunity to help other artists like my boy here and be like, yo, come through. Let's do it. Use my publishing. You want to get your shit on the show? Use my publishing. I don't even want nothing, but you can use it. You know what I mean? And just help other artists because the game is dirty, bro. The game is dirty.
Definitely.
So what show was it on or what movie?
It was on I Think You Should Leave, which was an Adam Sandberg sketch comedy show.
Okay.
Yeah. But out of all things,
Yeah.
And it's crazy because they still try to burn me, bro. They played that shit and I was at home watching TV and I go, God damn, like that kind of sounds like my song. And then, I'm like, man, you know what?
Wait a minute.
That's kind of funny because you see it happen on like movies. And,
I was like,
He
that's
just starts rapping the hook.
Yeah,
He's all rapping along. He's on that.
Said those are my bars, man.
He's like, that sounds
I'm like, damn, this fool's hard, bro. And when I was watching it, I'm like, this shit is hard. That shit sounds like my shit, right? So I went to bed. The next day I go on YouTube. And for some reason I go back to that video, which is like 4 years old, right? And it says, music featured on the Netflix show. And I'm like, wait, hold the fuck up, bro. So I call this fool and I'm like, hey, now how come I didn't get a check? Oh, well, what happened was, hell no. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, fuck all that shit, dog. Yeah, he tried to burn me talking about, well, what happened was is we sold them a block of songs. And what happened is yours got chosen. But since there was 50 songs, your cut is only this. I tell him, hey, bro, check it out. I'll take the fucking publicity. You take that cut and you run with that shit. I'm good.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? Because it's like the publicity at the end of the day. It's like, you're going to shoot me 100, bro. Pocket that 100. Buy your kids some shit. I'll take the publicity. It's going to work better in my favor in the long run as an artist. You know what I mean? To have that on my resume. You know, when people are like, okay, well, what do you do? What have you done? Check it out. Not many people can say that. You know what I mean? So,
That's hard, bro. You just give a lot of people game.
A lot, bro.
You give a lot of people
gems,
some
bro.
free gems, bro.
hey, yeah, bro. I mean, because that's what it's about. You know what I mean? That's what I'm about, bro. I'm about giving back. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm about, man. I'm about. Not a lot of people have done a lot of shit for me. I'm thankful to be where I'm at today. You know, I've struggled, bro. I've been homeless. You know, I battle with drug addiction. I've lived on the streets, bro. When motherfuckers be like, I came from the gutter, like, nah, motherfucker, I came from the gutter. Like, I literally digging in trash cans, the homeless bro that you see on the corner talking to himself, that was me, bro. And I came from that to where I'm at today. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm thankful, bro. You know what I mean? I thank God. I thank everybody who supported me. I think all the people that have never given up on me. The least I could do is give back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And then on the rap side, Brody, I was going to ask, so in the midst of, because I know life is serious, where do you get the motivation to focus on being a nice rapper, bro? Because I know that's like in the day and age of, they say it's a microwave era. You could just make songs and move on from them, you know?
Yeah. So
just even also being in the collective, where's the motivation to stand out and all that, you know? Like just even with the lyrics and everything.
I mean, I think with me, you know, the thing that makes me stand out is, you know, like I said, I've lived a treacherous life, bro, with the drug addiction, with the growing up without the pops, with the being in prison and being in jails and having homies die around me and overdose and all that. And it's like, the one thing for me is like, even to have kids is that I just find my zone, man. I don't know. I mean, like, I don't really know how to explain it. You know, like there's times where like I can write hella music, and then there's times where like I can't write no music, and it's not writer's block, so to speak. It's just that I'm not in my zone. I don't like to force anything. You know what I mean? I like to like, when it comes, it comes. You know, and I feel like I got so much shit that like, you know what I mean? Like even this year, like, bro, I was telling the homie earlier, we were having dinner out here, and I was like, bro, I've been trying to work on an album for like a year. But I've been getting so many collabs and so many shows and stuff that it's like, that takes precedence over anything, you know? Because I feel like my priority right now is to show love, to collaborate with other people, you know what I'm saying? And try to put other people on. And, you know, I never go with the grain, man. I always go against the grain. You know what I mean? Whatever's out right now. You know what I mean? I mean, I've never been big on like the auto-tune and the syrup rap and all that shit. But like, as far as everything else is like, I try to go against the grain. Like whatever's popping right now, I'm going to do the opposite. You know what I mean? Because it's like, if you got 50 guys that are talking about the same thing in different ways, and then you got this one guy that's talking about some shit that you're like, wait, hold up. Like, what the fuck is he talking? You're going to come over here. What is this fool talking about? You know? And I feel like my shit has substance. You know what I mean? It's not just like some random ass mumble shit.
Nah, definitely.
Yeah.
I was telling them about the song First Off.
Oh, that's
yeah,
my favorite.
You see, like, I was telling y'all, bro, you just gassed it.
Bro.
Like, you just gassed it. Like it's one of those where I always like appearing like you're talented in rap is like gone away. You know, Cyphers used to like watch them, and it's like I didn't think I could just do what they did. You know. I didn't just turn that on. Like it was really fascinating, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes when somebody just like gasses a song or just like wants to, like you could like feel that they enjoy wanting to kill this whole beat, you know, just like whether it's telling your story or just bars, you know.
Yeah.
It just comes across like, ooh, like this is just one pocket, because I know you can get into a bag where you can just want to make a song, something that just gets you more in the mood, you know, like. What was the other one? Dripping, you know?
Oh, right.
Dripping
yeah,
is another
yeah.
one. That's just
Yeah,
like,
that
it's
shit
more
was
of a vibe, you know? You can rock out to that song rather than, because I feel like certain songs that are just like rapped all the way through, like I go back to like the Lil Wayne, a Millie.
Yeah.
If Lil Wayne doesn't have a Millie, like sometimes like the average fan doesn't like gravitate towards them.
Right.
Because they appear like they go hard at rap. You feel me? Like that's like a real thing, bro.
Yeah.
So that's why I was asking about your motivation about the rap side, because it was a song I heard of like First Off, so.
Oh yeah,
yeah, fam.
Man, that's one of my favorite, you know, and dripping too, you know, and dripping is because it's like, you know, it's like, you know, basically that was like me saying to the crowd, like I turn a blind eye to like all this nonsense, bro. You know, if you're Bloods, if you're Crippin', throwing gang signs in the club, I ain't tripping. You know what I mean? Like I don't give a fuck about that. I'm here to do what I got to do. So like whatever you're doing, that shit, I don't even see that. You know what I mean? Let's bring it back to the love of the music, bro. You know what I mean? Like fuck all that other shit. You know what I mean? That shit doesn't matter. You know what I mean? And I've been blessed, man. You know, I went to a Moneybagg Yo album release party, and that was the only place I've been that ever got like shot up, and it had nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I never went to an album release party again after that, for the record. But you know what I mean? But yeah, it was wild, bro. But other than that, it's like all my shows, it's love, bro. I can travel anywhere I want, and I get love. I'm a humble person. You know what I mean? I'll shake hands, I'll take pictures, I'll give out my number. You want to collab? Let's collab. You know what I mean? Like, we'll talk prices later, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it just all depends, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, obviously I'm about the bag because I'm trying to support my babies and stuff like that, because I'm on the road, you know what I mean? They're without me, you know what I mean? And they don't really understand it, but, you know, later on, they're going to understand, you know what I mean? Like, man, Dad wasn't here for a reason. You know what I mean? Because, like, whenever I'm in jail, it's like I'm at school. You know what I mean? But I've been telling these kids I'm at school for so long from being locked up, they think I'm smart as fuck, and I can't even help them with their homework.
He's like, this is not adding up. He's like, I can't do this math, but this ain't adding up.
What type of math are you doing?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah. Hey, Dad, you been out of school for 4 years. Help me with this algebra. I'm like, man, shit, I really been in jail. Let me tell you the truth.
You're like, all right, the front's over. The front's over.
Shit, bro.
Just stop asking me about this homework.
Yeah, man. You know, because their mom been telling them I'm at school for years and shit. You know, so they're like, yeah, help me with this homework. You been at school. You been in college and shit. You know,
No,
shit, bro.
I want to go back to the beginning of your catalog. You just ran through saying you had a Sony type deal with your first album statement. Please go into that, fam. Like, just like, how'd you even get to that point? Or I don't even know if that was your first album. You just mentioned you had an album with a publishing deal. Like, that's just that's just a different level of seriousness. I feel like, you know,
right?
It makes it like, I don't know. It makes it like maybe tell yourself, you know what, I'm really about this, rather than just because I don't want to downplay somebody dropping on SoundCloud or just any one type of thing, you know.
Yeah,
that's just a different
journey,
level
man.
of investment, you know. So.
Yeah. So I dropped my first album. It was called The One, and I recorded it on my iPhone that I had at the time. It was like an iPhone 1. This shit was back in the day. Or it was just called iPhone. It didn't even have a number. It was old school. But I did that shit on fucking GarageBand. You know what I mean? On some headphones. I figured out that you could take, on the old school headphones, you could take one off, keep one in, and the other end is a microphone. You know, the old school ones that pop off before they had earbuds and all that shit. I'm 39, so I'm kind of old. I don't know how old y'all motherfuckers are, but yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I'm young. I'm like 26.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah. So, anyway, so I pop. So, back in the day, you know what I mean? They had the regular headphones and the old school ones, and you could pop one off, and one was a microphone.
Okay.
And so, I'd be rapping in that shit with the other piece right here, looking like a security guard at Ross and shit, right? So I'll be ready to just knocking over random ass beats that I would find online. Boom, recorded like 18 tracks. Thought the shit was dope. Put that shit out. Motherfuckers are like, "What the fuck is that, fool? You good?" But like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
you know
the quality. Yeah,
like,
what are you saying, bro?
Yeah. So the funny story behind that is all these fools are like, "What the fuck you doing, bro? Like, you hard, you know?" Because so to go back a little bit further. I was just a freestyle kind of funny artist. I was that boy at the party where you're like, "Hey, fool, cap on this fool," and I was like, "This fool got bell bottoms, whoop whoop." You know what I mean? I'm trying it on fools. You know what I mean? I'm supposed to be like, "Hey, look at this girl," and I'll be like, "She thinks she bad, but her eyebrows looking." You know what I mean? Like, clowning on fools. And then one day my homie was like, "Bro, on the real, you should get serious. Like, you kind of dope." And I was like, "You think so?" He was like, "Yeah, I think you could go somewhere." I'm like, "All right, fuck it." You know? And I went somewhere. 6 months later, I was in the pen. So while I was in the fucking pen, right? I'm in the pen. I'm locked up with this motherfucker that was doing life, right?
A little type vacation.
Yeah. The homie's like, "Hey, I think you could go somewhere." I'm on the chain. Like,
I was set to get serious with the rap.
They told me I was going somewhere, right?
Training, bro.
But it was like a blessing in disguise because I met this dude that was doing life, right? This dude that I met in there, he's like, "Man, I'm a rapper." And I'm like, "Yeah." "Oh shit, when you getting out?" He's like, "Never." I'm like, "What you do?" He's like, "I killed my girl. She was cheating on me." I said, "You righteous? Let's talk." Right? So we start chopping it up because I'm like, "Damn, I feel like doing the same thing." Off the record. You know what I'm saying?
Off the record.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Allegedly.
Cut that shit out later. Allegedly. I thought, you know what I mean? I wanted to do that. But anyway. So I started So I started talking to old boy, and he's like, "Bro, you dope, man." And so I started talking to him. And while I was locked up, me and him mapped out a plan, bro, of what I wanted to do when I got out. So I got out. I dropped that fucking little album, right? And the homies were like, "Damn, that shit's hella weak, bro. Like, you can't do nothing with that." So I invested like $500. I printed up copies. I went down to a local record store in Santa Barbara. It was called Just Play Music. And I was like, "Hey, I got this album right here. This shit's hell slap," right? This fool put it on the shelf, bro. In between San Quinn and fucking Mac Mall and fucking, you know what I mean, Snoop Dogg, you know what I mean? So the motherfucker had that shit on the case in there.
Yeah.
I don't really know if they sold or nothing, but like just to have that shit on the shelf.
People walk in, feel me? Like
shitting on my boy, like, "Bro, check it out. I did that shit on my phone. That shit's so garbage. It's right here, you know?" So then after that, I was like, "Man,
I'll be flexing." What?
Flexing on
You
him,
ain't
bro.
got
Like,
nothing in the records.
They're bottom on myself and shit. Like, what's up, homie? They sold out,
Hey,
bro.
let's go off the record store for what, bro? We was there yesterday. Not just trust.
Yeah, bro.
They got some new shit up there.
Hey, you got $1, bro.
I'll be in there for fun,
just
bro.
hop on the bus.
Just
Come on,
cuz.
And I took the homie in there. I'm like, "Look, bro." The next day, I bought them all, right? And I went in there. I said, "Look, they sold out." You know what?
That's right.
I came to my house like a week later, seen them in my dresser. Like,
I do it.
"Hey, homie, did you buy those?" And I feel those are the ones I'm gonna put in the store.
They asked me for a re-up.
I'm signing these and sending them to
Hey,
fans.
yeah,
Hey,
bro.
say,
Hey,
yeah.
just like pre-order
Doing a meet and greet.
shit. Yeah, but they didn't even have Instagram back then and shit. Shit.
I gotta mail these joints.
Hey,
Set them back with a Netflix.
That's hard,
Yeah, you know
bro.
what I'm saying? Yeah, bro.
Nah.
Shit, shit about to be on Netflix.
Nah, that's
homie.
hard. Nah, because to me, that's like the era of pushing out the trunk. That's like,
Bro,
you feel me? So
Bro, I
that's
miss
like
that.
around the block. You gotta kind of get it known, like.
man.
So
You know what I mean?
that's hard,
what
bro.
it's about. And I still try to keep that, man. I be making USB drives and shit, trying to sling them at shows. Motherfuckers be like, nah, man, I could just download that shit. I be like, oh, you cheap ass motherfuckers.
Yeah, but it's right here.
Yo,
I swear to God, if you download this shit for free, I'm gonna sue you.
yeah. Yo, you said just give me
Each
the
and every one of
give
you.
me the 10 right here, man.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
give me the 10.
Let me get that 10 real quick. You know?
Yeah.
They be like, fool, I just recorded your whole set. I don't need to buy the album.
That's so bad.
Yeah, I'm about to be like, hey, no cell phones when I perform.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, what kind of phone?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, homie. Hey,
You got the version with crowd ad libs.
Yeah, bro. I
Right
have
on
a
the
basket out the door and
Yo.
shit. Like, hey, you gotta put your phone in here, my boy.
Damn.
Well, fools be trying to bootleg and shit.
That's funny,
Pocket checking
bro.
motherfuckers in the
Yeah,
yard.
you know,
Exclusive shit.
Come on, bro. They be trying to fucking
Yo.
slip pockets. But yeah, man. So then I kept doing music, man, for a long time. I started working on that album, and then another homie was like, "Hey, bro, let me hook you up with my homie in Bakersfield. He can get you a distribution deal." I'm like, "All right." So I got the distribution deal with Sony. They gave me 3 options, man. They're like, "You want a verse from Boosie, T-Pain, or DMX?" You know, and I wish I would have picked DMX, bro.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Because like he ain't here no more. I would have been,
Yeah.
dope, you know,
Yo, that's a hard 3.
bro. You know what I mean? Yeah,
that's
T-Pain,
crazy.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was like on some like singing shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't really know, man.
Yeah.
If I'm there, yeah, I didn't believe in myself at the time.
No, honestly, with
T-Pain
the
would've
rapping,
been
I can
hard.
imagine you branding yourself at the beginning. It's like, ultimately, how do I
True.
want to be seen?
Yeah.
They could be fucking around and expecting that type of music from you every single time after that. You know?
yeah.
So
Yeah, you
I just
know?
think maybe on the surface, that's probably maybe thought of, like part of the thought process.
Yeah, for sure. So I picked, you know, Lil Boosie, and at the time I was kind of going through some shit. My grandma had passed away. She had raised me, you know, and I was working on this song, and I shot it to them. They shot it to him, and he shot it back, and it was just perfect, man. It's called Life, you know, and it's just about, you know, like, you know, riding the bus, man, hustling to get it, selling candy door to door, doing little kid shit, man, on the hustle. You know what I mean? As a young age, and just working that into your adult life. You know, basically, what are you willing to do, man? Like, you know, as an artist, it's like, what are you willing to do for your career? You know, I spend a lot of nights away from my children, man. I spend a lot of nights on the fucking road. You know what I'm saying? Like driving 6-7 hours to do a 10-minute performance. You know what I mean? But that 10-minute performance that I do, or that 2-hour interview that I do, that's just setting up the legacy for them. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing that I'm not willing to do. Bro, I'll go to, you know what I mean? A motherfucker, like I said, like, I mean, what was it? Friday, January 20th? You know what I mean? It was the start of my 2023 tour, man. This is the second stop. You know, and then I come to LA on the 26th. Then I go back to my hometown on the 28th with Zoe Osama and KT Foreign. The only unsigned artist on that bill, bro. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Shout out to Zoe
That's
Osama.
fire,
You know
bro.
what I
Do
mean?
your
Fuck
thing,
with me,
bro.
man. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, man, you know, these are big deals, man. I got some shit coming out with Yellow Hill, you know what I mean, called C Notes. We got the videos dropping soon. You know what I mean? I have a lot of big things in the works, and I have a lot of big mainstream connects and projects that I have done or that I have in the works, you know, but I try to stay away from that because I feel like a lot of artists, they'll try to get the big feature, bro, to make their name pop. But I want my name to pop on the under, and then I'm going to hit them with the over. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, look, I did this on my own. Now I'm finna blast you with this feature. You know what I mean? Because, like, I want to do it on my own, man. I feel like, you know, hard work and longevity in the game is more important, and it lasts longer. You know, it's like
Yeah.
with anything you do in life, you know what I mean? It's like this. If you're complacent, man, if you're content with where you're at in your life right now, you're never going to grow. As an artist, I never want to be comfortable. I never want to be complacent. I never want to say, I'm Savv and everybody knows me. Nah, I always want to think that nobody knows who I am and that there's bigger things out there for me. Because when you become comfortable, whether it's in your job, whether it's in your family, whether it's in your relationship with your girl at home, you're never going to grow to be anything better because you're okay with where you're at. Never be okay with where you're at, and you'll always be able to be something greater.
Bars.
Yeah, real shit, bro.
Yeah, man. Shit, bro. In the day and age of everybody just wanting to be a meme, get popular so fast, everybody forgets like you're trying to build something. That's what we're trying to do here, Everybody's just trying to build a legacy.
Definitely, bro.
He's got a kid, we gotta support, So it's like it's cool. It's cool to hear that there's somebody out there supporting other people to do what you're doing as well,
Yeah, bro.
Especially being genuine about it. My bad to cut you off,
Yeah.
but that's the hardest thing to find is like genuine, like anybody that's genuine nowadays. So
yeah, bro. And that's what it is. Everybody wants to come in here and shit on everybody. Be like, yeah, I'm this and I'm that, and it's be like, but what you really like though, bro? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone to be like, I'm gangster. I rep my hood, motherfucker. Do you pay your bills? Do your kids got diapers? You go to church on Sunday. You give thanks to the Lord, homie, who put you here. Every day I give thanks to the Lord, bro.
Yeah.
Every day that I'm breathing. You know what I mean? Give thanks to my mom on Instagram. You know what I mean? I did an interview last week. Called her, because I knew she was all drunk. Hey, call my mom, Hey, what you think about your boy right here? Oh, that fool was a thorn in my ass. I'm giving my mom love, bro. You know what I mean? She don't even know it because, she's faded, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? Like, that's what it's about, bro. And that's why I'm trying to brand this new thing that I'm coming out with. It's called That's Gangster, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, but the gear is going to be like, do you pay your bills? That's gangster. You take care of your kids? That's gangster. You know what I mean? Trying to form a new meaning to the word because everybody's like, oh, you shot that fool, you gangster. Nah, fool, did you pay your bills this week? You gangster. You made your car payment? You gangster. Your kids got diapers? That's gangster.
Did you even check on your mom?
That's gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Something like that.
Real.
Yeah, for real, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's what it's about, man. It's like, I feel like I've been through so much that I have an influence that I can use it two ways. I can influence motherfuckers to be like, yeah, going to prison is cool because he did it. Or I can be like, nah, that shit ain't cool because I did it. You know what I mean? Like, this is cool, bro. You want to be cool? This is what's cool. Go to work every day. You know what I mean? Take care of your kids. Take care of your family. Stay solid to the ones that are solid to you, bro. That's what's up. You know what I mean? That's solid. That's gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why, like, to me, it's like, I try to stress the fact, bro. I try to speak positivity in everything that I do. I try to use my platforms, bro, for the positive. You know what I mean? And just try to remind everybody, don't be complacent. Don't be comfortable with where you're at. If you're okay with where you're at today as an artist, you are never going to grow. If you're okay with where you're at today in anything in life, you're never going to grow. You know what I mean? There's entry-level positions in the jobs when you get a job, right? But there's a manager who's in charge of you. You should be trying to take that motherfucking spot. You shouldn't be okay with where you're at. Be okay with where you're at because they didn't do a background check. You know what I'm saying? But after that,
get through, fam.
Shit,
Go
come
through the
on.
probation period,
Let's
fam.
go, baby.
like once they hire you, and there's no drug test, no background check, just like be happy you're in, bro.
Yeah,
Just,
bro.
Like you said, just be, then worry about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know
Like
what
first
I'm
get your
saying?
foot in, then worry about the rest.
Come on now. Shit. Yo. You know what I mean?
Hey, there was another aspect I wanted to stress. Your videos, bro.
Yeah.
You focus on your videos in that we say appeal on the first nature, sometimes we're just doing minimal research, but it gets me more invested when the video's fucking sick, bro. Like, when did you start stressing? Yeah, when did you start stressing your visuals, bro?
So the thing with me is like, when it came to visuals and stuff like that, I was real picky, man. I wasn't like, all right, man, let me just put some shit out there. I felt like as an artist, my quality of music was high, and I wanted the visual to match that. I didn't want my visual to undercut the quality of my music. You know what I mean? So I did my homework, and, today I got a couple good videographers, man. The last song I did was called All Me. It was shot at the Staples Center. I stepped it up with the drones and stuff like that with my videographer, and he was reasonable priced. I worked with him on a couple other projects where he kind of fumbled. But when I was able to take him to the side and say, hey, look, bro, as an artist, I know that I'm paying you. I know this is a business, but I don't like that you did this, or I don't like that you captured that. Let's fix it next time. And he was able to take direction that was like, okay, cool. I locked him in for good.
Yeah.
You know what
It
I'm
just
saying?
makes it easier to get your ideas across.
Yeah.
Because it's not a matter of like, bro, I'm already fucking with you for the work.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I already appreciate your work. I just rather it's about this specific idea. You feel me? It's not even about. So that's fire. That could be communicated.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and because even as an artist, like I'm able to take direction too. You know, my producer, his name's Elliot Lanham. We record at a Hidden City Studios in Santa Barbara. He's Grammy nominated in 2014 and 15. He does voiceovers for The Simpsons and all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? So he's real technical. That fool will not let me. He'll make me sit there for an hour, bro, until my shit sounds good enough for him, you know? I'd be like, yeah, that shit was tight. He's like, fuck no, it wasn't staying there. You know what I'm saying? Because his name's on the shit. And he's big time. And I appreciate that, you know? Because I don't want to work with somebody that's like, hell yeah, that shit was dope. All right, let's go next. You know, like, nah. I want somebody who's about the love, bro, not just about the money. Yeah. You know, not like, okay, you paid me for an hour in studio session. Oh, yeah, that shit was dope. Go ahead, let's go. I'll master it later. Like, nah, bro, I don't want somebody, you know what I mean? Because that helps me when I go to work with other artists in their studios and I'm on point with my shit and I'm able to go, no, I don't like that. Run it back. And people get frustrated because I'm like, I'll run it back 30 times until I feel I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? Because my name's on that shit. So when it comes to like recording, when it comes to videos and stuff like that, it's like, I'm real picky. You know what I mean? I want my shit to be on point. I won't release nothing until I'm sitting there with that person and we're going over every fucking clip, bro. That's how invested I am. You know what I mean? I'll sit there for fucking 5 hours going over a 3-minute video until I feel I'm okay with it to be released.
Damn. And honestly, I like how you mentioned, like, you know, because sometimes people will try to downplay you saying, or just someone saying, like, who they work with and what they've done. But to me, that shows a level of standard that they're accustomed to. So ultimately, they're just judging you to the highest standard. They're not going to be trying to get you in and out just due to some studio time, you know? So mentioning it like that, like, you know, he's a part of Grammys, that's just knowing what it takes to get a Grammy. Like, you know, I'm going to judge you on that standard, bro. Why just have you be compared to what's locally and what's out? Like, let's get you stuff compared to, you know, this level, because that's ultimately the goal. Or, like, I would imagine that's the goal for people, just because for quality to last over time as well, you know? So
right. Yeah, I mean, 100%, you know, and like a lot of times, you know, like I know a lot of people are like, they're less fortunate, you know, like a lot of people don't have the situations that I'm in, you know, and that's why, you know, brought my homie right here, you know, Chubbs Nasty. Yeah. He got some video out called Big Banking. I'm a big fan of, you know what I'm saying? You know,
shoot him the mic, bro.
You know what I mean?
Some shine as well, Chubbs, how you doing, bro?
How you doing? I'm good. Good. Yourself?
I'm doing good, bro.
Appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, man. Salute to your boy giving you shine, but
for real.
You said that you're from the city as well, bro. Where you from?
I'm from Westminster, California, man. Orange County representing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So wait, how'd you guys link then from being two different like?
Well, there was a Yellow Hill concert out in Oxnard, and I opened, and he was right after me, you know, and he fucked with my sound, I fucked with his sound, and you know, he was the first one to shake my hand when I came off the stage, like, hey, you did your thing, homie, you know. And it was my first show, like. You know, so I was like, it felt good to hear that, you know, especially coming out of the county and I'm in his section, you know, he's like, you did your thing, you know, so that was a good feeling, you know.
Not that, even with that, how'd you even get the show out there, buddy?
The promoter, he put like a little, like a tag your local artist and get him to like get a little slot, you know, so people went crazy and they tagged us and stuff. I woke up to it, bro. I was like,
word.
What? This is real? Hey, what's up?
Just put me in the post,
you know, like, and then like sure enough, the guy he hit us in the DM like, hey, we want to lock you guys in. Let's get it, you know.
Yeah, that's sick.
But it was good. It was a good opportunity out there. You know, we linked up. You know, exchange info, and ever since, you know, we've been hitting each other like, what's up, bro? What's the move, you know? So here we are today, you know?
Nah, it's fire. And then maybe if you could talk about the recent video you got dropping, bro.
Oh, yeah, man. Big Banking, you know? It finally dropped. I've been going at it with my video guy, but we finally got it out.
Nah, the video is hard, bro. The lowriders in the video.
Appreciate that, bro. Hey, shout out everyone that pulled up for that. They came out of love. Shout out Street Dogs. The car club, they came out, you know, they pulled up off love, you know, shoot, I wish I would have known you know, we would have collabed, homie. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I just wanted to be rocking.
I wanted to be one of the whips, bro.
Heck yeah, it was It was a good experience for the first video. You know, it came out good. And
okay, that was your first video?
Yeah, that was my first.
Word.
I've been making music since I was 11, but I'm new to taking it serious. You
know,
putting my all into it. You know, so at the beginning of last year, I challenged myself like, hey, drop a little something. You know, so I dropped a little EP called Chubs vs. Chubs, and ever since then, I've been motivated to keep going up, you know? So
that's hard, buddy.
Hell yeah.
How'd you come up with the title?
It's me versus me out here, bro. I fight myself more than I fight anyone else, you know? Okay. I'm at work that 9 to 5, and I'm in my head the whole time, bro. I'm not at work. I'm in here like, damn, you know? Yeah. I got everyone in here telling me, nah, dog, you flopping, and I got my inner self, God, you know, telling me, like, you got a purpose, you know what I mean? So, you know, I'm just trying to be that motivation example in my community, you know, and like, I'm from the neighborhood, you know, so I see the youngsters in the hood. I see the way they're going. I remember myself where they're at, you know, and we all just need to know that there is a way out, bro. You know, the trap is just going to get you on a t-shirt, you know, or worse, you know, just a memory, you know, so it's like, you want to give it your on to something that matters, you know, not that something that's going to break you down, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, definitely.
No, but yeah, that's
sick, bro.
Hell yeah.
I'm glad your boy gave you some shine. I know this is the beginning, and briefly we're going to get you a full episode as well, bro.
So, whenever you want, bro, let's get it, you know?
Yeah, because I'm glad. Honestly, I'm glad that he posted you, because when we fuck with somebody, it's just like, all right, like, he's a hard rapper. I know he's going to be fucking with hard rappers. Like, he's not going to be fucking with anything that, like, he wouldn't be jamming himself or, you know? So it's just easy to link. Like, sometimes to me, it's, like, easy to find music like that. Like, I can go find music through people that, like, I know I like and what they, you know, what they've been listening to recently. So, or just who they vibe with and who they rock with. So, to me, that's the best part about music, is that I don't have to be searching myself. I could just be entrusted by somebody in their opinion, you know?
Yeah.
Heck
so,
yeah.
Hell yeah, dog. That's sick, buddy. That's a sick link. It's a sick link.
Yeah. Thank you, bro.
Appreciate you, fam. Yeah. That's genuine, fam. That's my boy Frankie said. You feel me? You coming from all the way down there, and you already said, bro, when I'm in the city, I'm going to tap in with you. Like,
yeah. You know, that's how I am, you know, like with a lot of big artists, you know, it's like when like West Coast artists go to the East Coast, they tap in like, hey, yo, I'm in the town to make sure no shit happens, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, I like to keep my people, you know, like, so I'm originally from Garden Grove, California.
Word.
You know, okay. I grew up out here with my grandma on Chapman and Magnolia, in between Chapman and Dell, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying?
I'm from Brookers, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Brookers and Lamson or what?
No, I'm like Brookers and Ball.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like a little more Anaheim. But
yeah.
Like, I was always, like, Garden Grove is not far, you know? So
bro,
like,
you know, like I got, you know, a family in Stanton. I got family in Garden Grove, Westminster, Anaheim, Santa Ana.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I got family out here. You know, I kind of grew up out here and then migrated out there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when I met the homie right here, I was like, man, you know, like, damn. I was telling him earlier, like, I haven't really been a fan of like any unsigned artists for a long time. You know, like I do a lot of shows, you know, sometimes I hear people and, you know, and I always give people their props, you know, like, hey, yeah, you know, hey, good shit coming out, doing what you're doing or whatever. But I've never heard somebody where I wasn't like, oh man, that shit slap. You know what I'm saying? And like with Yellow Hill, you know what I mean? Like I took the Yellow Hill show because I'm a fan of Yellow Hill. And I'm like, I'm about to get out of Yellow Hill. So I took the Yellow Hill show, and then me and him ended up being in the studio a little while after. We got some shit going. And then after that, you know what I mean? Like at that show, that's where I met him. You know, I took the Zoe Osama show because I'm off the Underrated and Fuck That and his whole new album. You know what I mean? But it's been a minute. And so when I took a liking to him, and he's like, yeah, man, I have the passion, but I don't got the plugs. I'm like, let me help you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
You know what
and sometimes it is like just even asking from his part, like not being afraid to like, because sometimes it's clout chasing or I'm riding your coattail.
Right.
You know, like sometimes like
there's a lot.
Somebody's not trying to do that. They just need a little bit of game, you know? Like what you've been dropping on this episode. Like sometimes it's just that. Like you just look like somebody that has a little bit more experience than in this field or in this, you know, this side of hustle. So that's hard. Yeah,
and that's why I was telling him earlier, like, yeah, let me help you out. And he's like, all right, let me jump on some of your songs first. And then I'm like, yeah, however you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, like, he's young. You know what I'm saying? And I know, like he's from a hood and this and that. And it's like, bro, there's a way out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't, you know, I'm older than him. So it's like, you don't gotta live that life, bro. If this music is your way out, you know what I mean? You got a family, you got a girl, you got mom, dad, you got kids and shit. Like, this shit could be your ticket out, bro. You know what I mean? Like, this shit's my ticket out. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I mean, I'm not fully out. You know what I mean? I'm probably like in violation, I think, right? For being here. I mean, my PO said she denied my pass to come here, but I'm still here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just down the street.
You know what I mean? That's why I know. Yeah,
this
shit.
is like down the street.
Yeah, we right here. We in the we in the garage. We didn't even go nowhere. We right here. I'm trying to.
These was came to meet me.
Yeah, they came to me. We set up shop right here in the kitchen and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's like that's how much I love this
She's
shit.
like, I don't see that setup. I was watching the camera.
Bro, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, music is my shit, bro. You can arrest me after I perform, bro. Just wait. You know what I mean? Give me that. You know what I'm saying?
I got 3 more minutes.
I got a 10-minute set. You hear 6
said, let me
minutes
get
30.
these fans real quick before I leave. You know?
Bro, you feel me? It's like,
Science something.
Yeah.
bro, I love this shit, man. This is what I live for. You know what I mean? This, this organic shit where you just, it doesn't even feel like work. A lot of people look at it like, man, this is work. And it's like, I'm just chilling with the homies. We just got microphones. We just chopping it up.
I feel you.
You know what I mean?
Thank you for being transparent and just being open about everything, bro.
Bro, 100%.
Not being afraid to drop game, because you wouldn't be wrong to keep it for yourself. I feel like at times, like somebody like would think like they're wrong. It's like, bro, you go get your own experience,
right?
Like you're sometimes not wrong for telling someone that, but you're willing to just be open about your experience and just dropping the game, as I said.
Yeah, I mean, it's out there, bro. It's out there for the taking. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, I had to do my homework and stuff like that, but it's like, it's like, I mean, it's out there. It's just whoever wants it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, tap in with me, man. Like I said, I'm on tour. I got hella shit lined up. Like I said, we could do a ticket giveaway, or I can give them tickets to you guys.
Loki,
and
if you could run down the rest of your tour one more time, bro. I know you talked about it briefly, but just give us another update on the rest of the dates or anything.
Huh? I know. I'm gonna try to just wing it off the head though. Hold up. Hey yo, so shit. I
appreciate it, but I got
it. Make it look like I know what I'm doing real quick. Shit. So check it out. So first off, you know what I'm saying? Put me on the spot. Hey, so after tonight, I got the 26th. I'll be back at the Witch's Brew in LA. After that, I'm bouncing back to Oxnard, California, to the 805 to my city with KT Foreign, Zoe Osama. February 2nd, I'm bouncing back to the Witch's Brew. February 6th, I got an interview on Wesley's Wavelength in Ventura and the 805. I'm bouncing it back. February 10th, I got another show at the Witch's Brew in LA. February 11th, I got a show in Downey. March 12th, I got a show in Riverside.
Damn.
Riverside.
He's going through Cali, bro.
Man, bro.
LA, Downey, Riverside, the other side. You in Santa Ana tonight.
Yeah.
Back to the city.
I hate going to
Riverside, bro. I mean, shit.
That's just only a 45-minute drive in my van. I hate going out there.
Yeah, shit, you know what I'm saying?
That's it, bro.
That's what I'm saying. When I was like, I got tickets, and the homie's like, oh, that's kind of far. I'm like, bro,
I
just drove like 6 hours. You better pull up.
It ain't that, bro. I just want to vibe for a while,
Shit, we can vibe all night, bro. Shit, whatever you trying to do, you know what I'm saying?
That's my main motivation, bro. I'm there.
I'm there, bro. On deck for you guys.
I'm there. I'll be going out.
I mean, shit, before I leave here, I'm going to bless you guys. You guys pull up, man. See me live, man. I'm telling you, it's a whole different feel. You know
hell yeah, bro.
I know you like my music. I appreciate that shit, but me on stage, that's a whole nother.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Real quick, what was your favorite, your favorite performance you ever done?
Man, bro. Man, I've opened up for Sugar Free. I've opened up for Dub C from Westside Connection. I opened up for RBO Posse. I opened up for Joe Moses. I opened up for the Alcoholics. I opened up for Yuck Mouth from the Loonies. Bro, Yellow Hill, Sibo, Killer Tay. Man, I've opened up for a bunch of people, man. Honestly, I want to say I did this little spot in Camarillo, which is out there in the 805 where I'm from.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just vibed with that spot a lot, man. I was the main act. They gave me my own private room, fully stocked with just drink and everything. Had my name on the door. Just really made me feel really celebrity, and I really appreciated that. And there was really no big artists. I've opened up for big artists, bro. I've opened up for Razkaz. I've opened up for Badass from Dog Pound. Rest in peace. Like, I've done a lot of big things, man. And And I even did the Shatter Cup in 2015. I think it was in Victorville. It was a 2-day event. It was with Juicy J, Rick Ross, Nipsey Hussle, Rich the Kid, The Game. It was with hella people, you know. And
it's a lineup.
Yeah, and it was a 2-day festival, man. And you know what? I'm gonna say, man, that place in Camarillo in my own hometown, you know, it just really made me feel real celebrity, bro. Had my name on the door.
Yeah.
Walked me out to the stage, made me feel big. You know what I'm saying? Like the lights were lit. Had a live band on stage playing my beats. That shit was lit, bro.
Yo.
Like bro, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit, I think that probably shit on anything I ever did just because of how they made me feel as an artist. They really made me feel appreciated for what I do.
Yeah.
That's dope,
fire, bro. That's hella dope.
Yeah.
That's hella dope. That's hella dope.
Sir.
This has been an episode.
Yeah.
It's been a great episode.
Hell
man.
yeah, bro.
Thank you for coming down
Thank you.
man.
to Orange
Thank
County. Give it a
Man,
game.
shit. Thank you guys for having me,
Yeah.
man. You
Yeah,
know?
of course, bro.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me, man. I appreciate you guys. You know, I appreciate, you know, the things like this, man, that are real organic, where it feels like just a bunch of homies just kicking it. It really lets me open up and, you know, and just kind of vibe out, you know. I've done a lot of big interviews on big radio stations, and they shoot me questions the night before, and it's like, I ain't trying to do no homework, man. I'm just trying to pull up and kick it. Like, what you mean? What was the first song I ever did, and who do I... I mean, I ain't trying to do no homework. I'm trying to pull up the homies, drink beer, and just chill, homie.
Yeah.
Make it organic, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's where people vibe from.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
Exactly.
and artists don't understand when you start getting these big radio stations, they're like, all right, Savv, we're going to see you next week, but like, here's 6 questions. It's like, bro, I'm not trying to do no homework. I got shit to do. Like, I'm just trying to pull up.
Yeah.
She'll probably be mad as hell when I forget those 6 questions.
yeah.
But no, I tell people that all the time. I'm like, don't give me a list.
Yeah, man. I don't know who was it. I don't know. I was messaging one of you guys and shit, Jose, whoever's Jose. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, man. It was just real brief, and I'm like, all right, it's gonna be cool. Like, here's an email me any questions there. Then I gotta forward it to the homie. Like, hey, answer your questions.
Yeah.
It's like, listen, you know, we're doing homework. He just got off of work. I drove 6 hours. This shit, fuck that. We cool.
Yeah, see, that's why.
Nah.
Shit, bro.
Honestly, you said it earlier, unforced. You know,
Organic.
that's like the most thing. So
Yes, sir.
we here for it, dog. Likewise, where they can find your stuff, bro. I know you're gonna have new stuff dropping, all your socials, everything, bro. Please.
Yeah, man. So you can check me out on Instagram, Savv Dangerous, SAVV Dangerous. You can check me out on YouTube, Al Entertainment. That's OWL Entertainment. And you know what I mean? You can find everything right there, man. All my tour dates, everything. You know what I'm saying? It's going down, man. You know what I mean? I appreciate the support. I appreciate the fans. I appreciate everybody who's a part of this career. You know, without all of you, like none of this would be possible. You know, Instagram, Savv Dangerous. Check me out. Check out my homie Chubbs Nasty
Yeah, I would say
on
Chubbs,
Instagram.
yeah, please.
You know what I
Give a
mean?
Shout out to Chubbs. Will you
Yes.
get the mic one more time, please?
Yes,
So we
sir.
give a
Big
shout out
Bang.
to you, bro.
Big
Hey, yo,
bang.
yo, find me on Instagram at
Yeah.
Chubbs Nasty. That's CHUBZNAZTY.
Yeah,
You know, hit that link in my bio. It'll take you to my YouTube, my SoundCloud, everything, you know. So
for sure.
the video just dropped yesterday,
Yeah.
you know. Show some love to that. Show
Okay.
some love to my boy Savv, you know,
Yeah.
coming out all the way to OC and still showing love to me, though, you know what I mean?
Nah.
So
Yeah,
that's a
love,
lot.
bro.
That's a stand-up man right there, you know. Much
That's
love,
love.
homie.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Appreciate
Thank you guys
you
for coming out, man.
Appreciate you.
Sure.
Well,
This is Jose. This podcast.
Juma signing.
Frankie.
Making it out.
Yeah.
Hey,
Sir.
Isaac, Mr. Lindsay.
go around with the town. Up in my way, up my shit. Niggas be making a sound. Niggas don't wish where I'm from. Grind till we making it out.